increasing confidence communities and stakeholders place in the CorpsAfrica model. A particularly significant highlight of this year's Peak Day is the participation of exchange volunteers from Kenya, Rwanda, Ethiopia, Ghana, and our sister country of Senegal. Their involvement in facilitating community projects reflects CorpsAfrica's deep Pan-African vision and demonstrates the power of cross-cultural collaboration among the African youth. Their service in Gambian communities serves as a compelling example of how young Africans, regardless of nationality, can collectively contribute to sustainable community, CorpsAfrica Gambia model, and sustainability. Volunteers live and work within communities for approximately 10 months, building trust, facilitating local-driven solutions. Beyond project facilitations, volunteers support schools, provide livelihood and skills training for women and youth, and lead environmental and climate awareness activities within their local communities. The current cohort serves across the regions of the Gambia: LRR, and NBR, West Coast region, CRR, Upper River regions, working closely with local communities and community representatives to identify and implement impactful initiatives that improve livelihood and strengthen resilience. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, CorpsAfrica Gambia continues to welcome partnership and support from government institutions, development agencies, NGOs, and individuals committed to rural development and youth empowerment. The board commends the 41 volunteers and staff for their selfless service and expresses sincere gratitude to all partners and donors whose contributions continue to transform communities and create lasting impact. Let me end by thanking everyone here present for heeding our invitation, and the government of the Gambia for giving CorpsAfrica the opportunity to positively touch the lives of rural Gambians. May I especially thank the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports, the Honorable Minister of Gender, Children, and Social Welfare, the embassies, UN representatives, and all of you present for finding time out of your busy schedules to be with us at this August gathering. CorpsAfrica Gambia Board of Directors, staff, and volunteers remain grateful to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. For the CorpsAfrica Country Office to achieve all these things is because we also have the support of the board that pays special interest in whatever that we do. So it is always an honor to work with you and the rest of other board members that might not have been present here today. We also recognize the presence of the Director of Future in Our Hands, Madam Janabasar. Your presence is highly recognized, Madam. Also the representative from KM representing the Mayo, Honorable Tobas Kisiwi. We recognize your presence, and also a representative from Soil Solution, the Gambia. From the remarks by the chairperson of the CorpsAfrica Gambia Board of Directors, we now move to the video screening of G3 volunteer deployment and G3 volunteer activity services. Esa, we are in your hands again. This video is going to showcase the first day that we deployed these 41 incredible young Africans to communities starting from Bajankoto in Foni, West Coast region, to Julakunda in Kiang, Kia West, Burong in Kia West, all the way to January, Sarebiran, Seno, Kantelkunda, Fantumbu, Sinjumusa, and all the way to North Bank. Esa? to witness another glaring moment of their service. From the video, we now go into the next item on our program list, and that is the statement by the guest speaker representing the Minister of Gender, Children and Social Welfare. And here today we have the Deputy Permanent Secretary. Sir, you are welcome on stage. Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. MC. Members of the Consular and Diplomatic Corps here present, the chairperson of the Board of Directors of Gambia or CorpsAfrica Gambia, members of the Board of Directors here present, National Assembly members, chiefs, representatives of NGOs, senior government officials here present, representatives of the private sector also here present, our development partners, youth leaders and women, volunteers, community representatives, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all. Well, I'm here presenting my minister, who is presently or currently attending the cabinet meeting that is taking place today. But she extended her greetings and best wishes to all of you, and also expressed her regret for not being able to come. So I'm reading the statement on her behalf, and it reads, "It is with great or immense pleasure and honor that I join you today at this very important pitch day for the presentation of innovative initiatives aimed at transforming impoverished communities across our country. I wish to begin by expressing my sincere appreciation to CorpsAfrica Gambia for organizing this important event and for your unwavering commitment to youth empowerment, volunteerism, and sustainable community development. Platforms such as this are critical in nurturing innovation, empowering or encouraging civic responsibility, and creating opportunities for young people to become active participants in national development. Today's gathering is particularly meaningful because it reflects the power of ideas, collaboration, and community-driven solutions in addressing some of the challenges confronting our society. It also demonstrates the confidence we continue to place in our youth as capable leaders, innovators, and change makers. Ladies and gentlemen, I am deeply humbled by this recognition of my leadership in youth and women development youth and women development, and in shaping opportunities for young people across the country. I accept this recognition not as a personal achievement, but as a reflection of our collective efforts as a government, partners, communities, and young people themselves in advancing initiative development and social transformation. Our youths represent the greatest asset of this nation. Their energy, creativity, resilience, and determination are essential to building a prosperous and peaceful Gambia. It is therefore our responsibility to create an enabling environment where young people can thrive, develop their talents, and contribute meaningfully to national progress. As Minister of Gender, Children and Social Welfare, my vision for women empowerment, a Gambia where every woman and girl has equal access to education, economic opportunities, healthcare, leadership, access, leadership spaces, and social protection, where women are not limited by discrimination or poverty, but are empowered to realize their full potential and contribute fully to the development of their communities and the nation at large. Women empowerment is not simply a gender issue, it is a development imperative. When women are empowered economically and socially, families become stronger, children are better protected, and communities become more resilient and productive. Sustainable development can only be achieved when women and girls are fully included in decision-making processes and development initiatives. This is why the ministry continues to champion programs and policies that promote women's entrepreneurship, vocational training, financial inclusion, skills acquisition, and protection that support vulnerable individuals and communities. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, sustainable community development requires more than infrastructure or financial resources alone. It requires empowering people at the grassroots level to identify their own challenges and develop practical, innovative, and lasting solutions. This is exactly what CorpsAfrica Gambia continue to promote through its voluntary driven and community centered approach. The innovative projects being presented today are evidence and passion needed to transform communities where addressing education, agriculture, climate resilience, health, sanitation, women empowerment, or livelihoods. These initiatives represent hope and progress for many underserved communities across the country. I therefore encourage all development partners, the private sector, civil society organizations, and community leaders to continue investing in youth-led innovation and local solutions, means securing a better tomorrow for the country. To the young innovators and volunteers gathered here today, let me remind you that leadership begins with service. Never underestimate the impact of your ideas and actions. Continue to serve your communities with integrity, compassion, and determination. Ladies and gentlemen, as we move forward, we must continue and sustainable. In conclusion, I once again commend CorpsAfrica Gambia for the remarkable initiative and for your dedication to community transformation and youth empowerment. I also congratulate all participants for this creativity, commitment, and innovative spirit. It is my hope that today's um, today's speech day will inspire greater collaboration, attract support for these impactful initiatives, and contribute meaningfully to sustainable development efforts across the country. On that note, I thank you all for your kind attention. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. At CorpsAfrica, we are really, appreciative of your presence here, representing the minister and also other deputy permanent secretaries that are here with us, representing the various ministries. In our view, to continue collaborating with government in implementing community-led projects, we believe that when we go there, you are going to extend our message to the minister as well, that we look forward to having more collaborative engagements with the ministry to see how best we can support, especially projects that are related to women empowerment. Now move to the crux of the matter, that is the presentation of our project ideas, or should I say community project ideas. Like I said, these volunteers spent 5 months in these communities, and within these 5 months, they had extensive and intensive engagements with all sectors of the community: the young people, the youth, the women, the elderly people, the children, and other stakeholders that work within the communities that they serve. And during this period, they used the CorpsAfrica approaches, they used the Innovators Compass, they used other forms of dialogues to see what are the persistent problems affecting the communities that they serve. Through their dialogues, community members themselves identified this project ideas, which one among them is the one that definitely is a persistent problem in the community, and that they feel that they will definitely need a support to ensure that they solve these problems. So from there, they decided to come along with the project ideas that they are going to present here today. We'll have 3 project ideas presented before the break. Then after the break, we also have 3 project ideas presented again. That is going to be 6 project ideas presented on stage here from the community counterparts and the volunteers. But after that, again, we have 36 other community problems that are behind us there, and we are going to have a gallery walk to see the problems that are affecting communities from Bajankoto all the way in Limbambul. The first volunteer that we are going to welcome on stage is from where? We now welcome Khadija Rusise from Sibindi to do a presentation of
I do not believe the problem of water will ever be solved in my community. These were the exact words of my alcalde during a community discussion. In that moment, I realized when communities struggle for a very long time, people slowly stop believing that change is possible. Good morning, distinguished guests, fellow volunteers, and everyone present here today. My name is Khadija Kusise, a CorpsAfrica volunteer serving with Sibindi, passionate about community development, women and girls empowerment, and creative lasting impact. I'm a business administrative student, or graduate, from American To ensure sustainability, we developed a long-term plan. One is to establish a project committee, which we have established already, who will oversee the operation and management of the maintenance fund will be established, where each this will go into the repair and upkeep of the borehole if needed. We also have the project committee monitoring and evaluation, which will be conducted by the project management, by the project monitoring and evaluation within the committee. We also have CorpsAfrica with their continuous oversight over with the community to make sure that even if the volunteer leaves the community, this project will still be sustained. The project timeline goes as follows. We have the resource mobilization, procurement of materials, borehole drilling, and also continuous monitoring and evaluation, and eventually the project timeline over. This is our proposed budget. Our total amount is 455,500 with a community contribution of 123,000. They have restored the home of my people. They have made them believe that the impossible is not possible. It didn't end there. Two people from the diaspora have committed themselves to contribute the 50% of our budget. They make their people smile. They make their heart smile. And this makes me smile as well. Because it's not like my people believe that they have seen themselves in the project and their smiles who shows that we are significant and we are happy that this project is successful. So, the development partners here today. We have 6 regions raising our stage, but 41 volunteers in total, who are currently serving in their communities, impacting lives every day. They have done their part. Now it's your turn to strengthen our communities, empower our volunteers to continue creating lasting impact. Because sometimes all it takes is for one person, one organization, one partnership to make change possible for an entire community.
So, about Africa, we say it is more than a university. So, what we do, we don't only train volunteers to facilitate. And then we realize that the community of cities is struggle to have access to basic water supply. So, what is it to do? Through our own initiatives, through our own, she was able to, get something for the people of Sibindi. So, with the support of our Zone today the people of Sibindi are able to have at least 50% of the water problems problems that they face. From there, she was also able to achieve the extra 50% from another 2 individuals that live in the diaspora. Congratulations for being able to bring a sustainable change in the community. A community that existed decades before you, a community that existed centuries before you, we are able to have that idea of getting water supply for themselves. But within 3 months in their community, we are able to facilitate that. You should be proud of yourselves. So from Adijatu, in the university, the president, still I really have lost. What is that? Look, if you don't do it, then you have this one, so let's start by now we move to the pitch in order. The first person that we are going to have on stage. And the other was not pitching, so this time community counterparts will be on stage so that we can have it from the process of this program that there is. So on stage we welcome TLS Laguna. All the way from Rwanda. So let's go start with Rwanda.
Thank you all. This morning I have a simple question for you. Can anyone just tell me one international football player from Rwanda? Okay, thank you. Unfortunately, in Rwanda, we don't have many international football players like Yankuba Minde, who is currently playing in Premier League. Isabalo, Omar Kole, Steve Krawani, and other Gambian footballers. This shows a great achievement and success to the Gambian football. A round of applause to those who have been working to contribute to the development of Gambian football. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, distinguished invitees, donors and funders, my name is Dionys Lamunda, a bachelor's degree holder in zoology and conservation from the University of Rwanda. I'm a CorpsAfrica exchange volunteer from Rwanda who is currently serving in Prince Village. Before I explain the project itself, allow me to introduce my community. Prince Village is a community located in Okanui district of the North Bank region, with a total population of 903 people, including the youth. The main economic activities in our community include animal husbandry and crop production. The location of our community makes it a suitable venue for hosting different football tournaments each year, where the people in my community have strong passion on football, especially in the youth and children. Despite this passion on football, we still face challenges of having a well-fenced.
Good morning, everybody. Nangende, Manda Alicham, Mani Sidesokiwa, Prince. Prince Mugineka, Okoyomi region, Okoyomi district, Northbound region. Comme nous commençons à essayer English, pour tester physique, pour commencer, on va nous ça. Nous avons eu Prince. Buka football, buka am dara pour defal dafa tax ba nga xam ne ni duñu taay mukk pour fexe ba nga xam ne ni suñu ful bi fence aji passé ni yëpp su nawet bi jegesee ba nga xam ne ni dem na liggéey si nawet bi loolu jot na moo nekk pare nañ bàyyi suñu xel yëpp dafa dem si nañ dem football yi wane si suñu am waaye amul foofu tamit ñu jëlee liquide fond loolu dafa tax dañuy dem dugg ci àll bi uti ci banta gor sampal ngir am local pause su ñu amee local pause boobu tamit loolu du doy pour seen suivi bi danañ dem uti ji piis boobu ñuy jënd daf ñuy cost lu mu néew néew 15,000 20,000 ba 25,000 fii boobu noonu piis boobu noonu suñ ko jëndee tamit ci excès ndawi dëkk bi yëpp danañ jóg dem si fii bi jàpp bés takkat piis yi ba piis yi nekk ci fii bi yëpp ñu bàyyi fa benn géej wala ñaari géej pour jaay ci da ngaa gis ne si toogu boobu noonu la xale piis yi nekkaat at bu nekk rek loolu la ñuy def waaye stock bi amul foofu loolu because su fekkoon ne soo ko takkee benn yoon rek mu jeex kon loolu mu yomb waaye bët bu set da nga takka su guddee da nga gonti dem tekki ji ko lu tax ñu ko tekki ji mooy ngelaw bi su ñëwee dana daane piis buñ fa defoon yëpp waaye ñu am foofu si daane ko sax waaye mun naa yaxaale piis bi te kon dinañ yaakaar fond bu defoon foofu amaat tardement kon daal ndaw piis yi ñoom seen jafe-jafe bu leen ak gën a soxal daa ñu toll nii moo nekk ku leen pensal seen fii bi ba nga xam ne ni danañ am bu tëju te buñ buggee dem pay ji wane seen siis jëlee liquide fond bi ñu am jafe-jafe liggéey bi ñu am jafe-jafe fees kon maa continue.
As you can see from this picture, this is a footballer from Rwanda. That is me, in my community. I was playing football with my community members, but as you can see from this picture, the field is not well fenced. It's an open football field. Now, as a solution to this problem, we want to have a well-fenced football field. As you can see from this picture, this is the football field we are dreaming of having in our community if you help us to get the funds we are seeking today. After this project will be successfully implemented, the impact will extend beyond the football field. It will generate the income to the youth of this village through selling tickets on the match, renting the field, organizing events and ceremonies on the field. It will also improve the well-being of the community members and the neighboring communities. Not only that, it will promote the local economic activities where the locally made items will be brought to the field to be sold during the match and other events. The neighboring communities and schools will also benefit from the football field. To sustain our project, we have already established a well-organized project committee which will train the African Gambia on management of the project. This project committee will oversee all project activities from implementation and even after implementation of our project. Not only that, the bank account will be open to save and collect the revenues that will be generated from lending fees and other events. The monitoring evaluation. In our committee, we have monitoring and evaluation officers who will be continuously working on monitoring and evaluating of our project. Not only that, CorpsAfrica monitoring and evaluation team will continue going to the community to help them on monitoring and evaluation even after I will go back to Rwanda after successful completion of my 1-year service here in Gambia. To maintain our project, we are planning to use 10% of the total revenues generated from the fee to repair any damage that will be occurring on our wall of the project or any other damage. We will use 10% to maintain our project and keep it sustainable. As you can see from this timeline, our project is expected to be completed by the end of October, where we have already started some activities like resource mobilization early in May. Currently we have 31,500 in cash as community. We have this money. Now the other activities include procurement of materials and sitting at the end of October, September, we will be able to complete this project. The total budget of our project is 437,000 Gambian dollars, where community will contribute 109,250 both in kind and cash. Our CorpsAfrica as another partner will contribute 75,000 Gambian dollars. Our funding gap is 252,700 Gambian dollars that we believe we will get from your different partners and donors today. That's why we are here. As we are approaching the end of our presentation, I will allow my community counterpart to share one message or two with you.
Good. Comme nous commençons à faire, suñu yaakaar bëri na moo tax ba nga xam ne nii kaay ñu waxtu bu nekk ñu ngi jéem suñu doole jéem suñu alal soo gisee lu mu wax président yi dafa mel ni ñu dajale ne lu tolloo $109,250 in both in cash and kind. So ba tey suñu yaakaar rëy na moo tax ñu ñëw fii pour dis leen suñu yaakaar te suñu éene ak suñu xelaat mooy bala ñuy jëlee si bool bi tey danañ am pour sponsor ba ñu mottali suñu xelaat jërëjëf.
Today, the use of Prince Village, we are not seeking only the support to fence our football field only. We are inviting you, government partners and donors, funders to invest in the future of Prince Village, where in the coming years we will be able to see different talents, young footballers representing Gambia on the biggest stage of football. With your $1,000, with $10,000, you can even decide to fund the whole project. You can help the youth of this village to turn their dreams into reality. And we want to say, Murakoze.
Foster unity and talent.
Generate income. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
The floor is open for questions and answers. Any questions?
Yes, so if you have any questions regarding whatever they present here today, the mic is available. In addition to the question, if you are playing, our wave, how do they call it? Finance, how do they call it? It's carrying too much. Yes, so we have that one here too. And then also, we have the platform with the partnership and philanthropy officer. If anybody wants to pledge from $1, $10, $100, $300, the people of Prince will be very, very appreciative of. Also, if you have any questions regarding what they present here, you can pass the mic to you. If you also have any partnership that you can easily connect the people of Prince, talk immediately after this session, you can easily see the partnership and philanthropy officer and the deputy country director, and we will be at your office as early as Monday and Tuesday to sign partnerships with you. Yes.
Slowly, everyone was excited Gambia and entrepreneur. So yeah, for the goal for the project, the football field project, I will pledge 2 goal posts on you, yeah.
Thank you very much, Mas, for being such a generous for Africa. 2 gold posts, modern gold posts. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes.
Good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum. I have an idea that I want to suggest to my people from Queens. My name is Mr. Njali from Lower Yomi neighbors. Queens is a place that I know some of my ancestors are from there. Now I know there are some people from Queens originally. They are to make this project a success. I will trace them and I know they can do something.
Thank you very much, Mr. Njai. The partners must get your line. Immediately after our program is going to engage you have this, you can easily contact us with these people. Thank you very much. Yes.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Al-Dawai. This is Kim Local. Portfolio reference is located in nearby district. So I am pledging.
Thank you very much. Every connection has been placed and every connection has been put. Every connection that we give for us is going to be very instrumental in ensuring that the use of base produce the next kind of money in the Gambia.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I just checked on Google and I see the field is next to the school we are building. The Prince School. So we will provide the gates for the
Thank you very much, Madam Betiana Soko. Yes. Who is playing in kind? Who is going to name us with an individual that is very instrumental in football development in this country? Whether it is going to be GFF, whether it is going to be the National Sports Council, whether it is going to be the Minister of State and Sports, whether it is going to be an individual or a professional footballer. Because we want to produce so many superstars in Prince. And then when we enter, we have the advisor for the president. Let's give a round of applause for them. I know Mr. Somebody is somebody who loves football a lot. Immediately after this session, day, you will see how best Mamoru Sabali helped us in quality of week and individual that is going to provide defenses for the people of place. Thank you very much. TOS, thank you very much. Thank you. You are the We have a young woman who left Rwanda to be in Gambia here to support community development. And in Prince, he has done community development. He has helped empower women, children, and then one important aspect of TLF work at Prince is supporting the school. serving as a de facto IT teacher in Prince. Thank you very much. Yes. Oh, the chief has already given 10,000 lessons. From Kerala that is Ayushma.
A mother's cry for help in the middle of the night should never be answered with a sigh for a donkey or a hostile. Yet, in Jimbala, a pregnant woman once cried in pain when her family desperately sighed for transport to take her to the hospital. With only one motorbicycle, donkey, and passengers available, every minute felt like a risk to her life and her unborn child. Sadly, this is the reality of over 300 people in my community. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ayosma, a BA holder in English language from the University of the Gambia and a CorpsAfrica volunteer in Jimbala Kermalik. Here with me is Mr. Kebanjai, my community counterpart, and we are here to present on behalf of our community on the project community-based tricycle transport service for livelihood and mobility improvement in Jimbala Kermalik. Jimbala Kermalik is one of the 9 Jimbalas in Lower Salem, Central River Region North, with a population of 308 people, predominantly Wolof, engaging in farming and petty trading. The community is located between 2 important Lumo markets, one in Senegal and the Gambia. However, ladies and gentlemen, there is a problem. In my community, due to unlimited and unreliable means of transport, my community members struggle to access this Lumo market, particularly our pregnant women, children, elders, and people with disabilities. On that note, I will allow my community counterpart to take it from here.
Assalamu alaikum. Mai tuda ke wajah juga dekat Jimbala Kermalik. Ini siara kat di luar sana. Kamu ni semua nak mau biwahai ayah semua. Yang wah dekat lah. Jimbala Kermalik nak na dekat bawah hamne. Mungkin tulis ini nyeti hamne dua nyeti mirin ak juróom ñett. Waaye dañ dee fes jafe-jafe yu métti surtout ma jigéen ñi nga xam ne nii dañ war a su demee ba war a am juróom jigéen wala am doom fi hôpital bi nekk dafa sori toll na si juróom-ñaari kilomètre so dëkk boobu li ñu am moo nekk so yooyu noonu am na ñu ngi si bureau te am nañ foofu noonu school te school bi student yi dañ dee daanu foofu so te suñ daanoo foofu suñ Jimbala Kermalik moo gën a jege si school boobu pour teachers yi daw war a ñëw si community bi pour ñu dimbale leen suñ fas yi ak suñ sereet yi lañ dee mën a use pour ñu dimbale leen ci hospital bi mu nekk lu métti suñu jigéen ñi ñu bëri dañ dee takk suñ sereet yi fas yi wala sereet yi mbaam yi pour war leen a yóbbu si hôpital bi waaye dafa am ñoo xam ne sax si yoon bi lañ dee amee doom ndég ñàkk waruwaay te it fi ñu dëkkee si Jimbala Kër Malick am ne ñaari luuma benn bi luuma Sénégal la jama gaajo la jugee su ma dëkk dem ba si luuma bi juróom-ñaari kilomètre la jugee su ma dëkk jëm si beneen luuma bi kawul juróom-ñaari kilomètre la soo suñ dem beeg dikk bi dafa jafe foofu torop comme ni ko Ayo waxee kon man dinaa ko allow pour moom mu continuer bi si kanam.
Ladies and gentlemen, as my counterpart, there is a community-based tricycle transport service. This service is going to provide two key purposes, one of which is for income generation. This is to help our community members easily access the market with their goods for sale in order to support their household. Second is for subsidized emergency transport. This is to help our pregnant women and the sick to easily access this market, because no individual, particularly a pregnant woman, deserves to be in pain when there is a means of transport in our community. Having said, most importantly, this service is going to provide two key purposes. Most importantly, this service is going to create two job employments for the youths in my community. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, I and my counterpart, on behalf of our community, are here to seek for your support to successfully implement this project in just 2 months, ranging from procurement, training, operation, down to monitoring and evaluation. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, here are some of the means that we put in place in order to sustain our project for a very long time. And these responsibilities are going to be executed by an already existing trained project committee within my community, one of which is for proper tracking and financial recording. Second is monthly meeting. This is to know the affairs of the tricycle. Thirdly is maintenance, because tricycle is a machine, so we have monthly maintenance and weekly oil change. And finally, monitoring and evaluation, which have been there since from the beginning. Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, our total budget for this project amounts to $177,500, of which CorpsAfrica will be contributing $75,000. And the community, to show its ownership and to what extent this project is important to them, will be contributing $44,500, giving us a funding gap of $58,000, which is a very small amount, right? And I believe you can support us with that before leaving. On that note, I'll allow my counterpart to come in.
Comme ni ko Ayo waxee loolu dëgg la jafe-jafe yooyu gis nañ ne suñ amee cag-cag bi dina yombal suñ dem rek suñ digg bi te it dina yombal suñ emergency pour ñu dox ko soo comme dëkk bi ni mu ko waxee la ñun lu ñu war a fay moo nekk ñeent fukki junne ak ñeent ak juróomi téeméer soo ñu ngi am funding gap juróom fukki junne ak juróom-ñett soo suñu xaalis ak seen xaalis jàpp nañ ne dina yombal liggéeyu Jimbala Kër Malick ci kanam ci dem rek dëkk bi.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your opportunity to impact lives. Sponsor my project and projects like this, because imagine having few of your dollars at your comfort zone benefiting hundreds of people is very massive. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Round of applause to you have to be we have all heard what they say. Jimbala Kër Malick is kilometers away from the main highway in town. The community members will have to struggle every day to have access to basic amenities, to have access to hospitals, to have access to video markets. Most vulnerable members of the community, the women, struggle to have access to hospitals when there are emergencies. So the community decided to come with a project idea that is very, very sustainable. At CorpsAfrica, we call it small scale but big impact. That is a community tricycle. This community tricycle is going to be owned by the community members, it's going to be operated by the community members, and it should be station at the committee whenever there are emergencies. So we have the audience here who is pledging to support the community of Ker Jimbala or Jimbala Ker Malik with the community lifestyle. Next month by this time, the people having their own tricycle. They need nothing more than Ayo, what is the funding gap again? $58,000. The people of Jimbala need only $58,000 to have a community tricycle. CorpsAfrica is committed to give $75,000. The community members are committed to give how much? $44,500. So we need only $58,000 to secure a community tricycle. I know by the time we leave this hall here, somebody will come with a tricycle and tell us, take this. Go with it. So, do we have any questions? Take your seat, and then we hope send us a message and tell us that they receive a tricycle. We had some notable Gambian artists who were there to grace it. Some promise to support us in our projects in cars. Some promise to support in kind. One among them here today, we have heard from Mast, and then also one artist who was not present, but he promised to show up anytime we have another program, especially the pit day, was no other person but Diesel. And today he's here. It's a pleasure to have you here, sir. Thank you very much for honoring our invitation. To the third person. Yeah. Once we have the technical team being set up, the garden. So through the intervention of Africa Relief Fund, we were able to have a borehole from them, and now the only thing that is remaining is to have the garden being fenced. Africa Relief Fund, if you have a representative here, we recognize your support, and we are saying thank you very much for providing borehole for the people of Tuba in Nyani in Sierra. In addition, for our Prince project, we have one of our staff, Bwagar Jallo, who promised to donate 2 bags of cement. Thank you very much, Bwagar. Thank you. Yes, so this is the brief rundown of the project from Jimbala. This service is purpose, income generation and subsidized emergency purposes. So it is going to be a multi-purpose one. And then from there we have the sustainability plans and then the timeline. And then that is contribution and the further $58,000. And then and that is going to be now but Gonzalo from Sandu, number one. Number six.
Just to be able to have access to meal services. These are the realities of women and children in Mamadi Cisse community. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am Modou Lamin Sane, a CorpsAfrica Gambia volunteer, currently serving in Mamadi Cisse as with me here, please, is my counterpart, Mr. Baka Kamara. Permit us to take you through the Mamadi Cisse multi-purpose milling machine project. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Mamadi Cisse is a community located off the road in the Sandu district, Upper River region of the Gambia. It has a total population of 596 people, 30 households, with farming as their major economic activity. However, as a community that solely relies on farming as a major economic activity, they source their daily meals from the farm produces. However, the people are challenged with the problem of a lack of a community milling machine. Distinguished guests, permit me to invite my counterpart to elaborate more on the problem statements.
Assalamu alaikum. Then to Baka Kamara, Mamadi Cisse, Sandu, Upper River region. Then prayer was for him. Then couple would have a and you will send a Kada sama nyolela kasima nyolela. Ndio tunaendelea kutoka Okambala masintena sade huko. Masimanda sade huko. Yo tulika kunyo juu na muso ka yo juu ikamunyo koti ndio Okola pana na pele ndio kilio kwa ndio basi. Okenda ndio ndio 5 km na misia. Kabla sana anasema sana 5 km kwa misia ndio ndio. Para masuk waktu di negara ikan ada mereka yang jual pokok tadi kafe yang sama oke asal dulu polisi jam kamera tadi masuk saya jadi kali hanya tak si amount baru fanan kono isai to nan drong ikaje ko dindul jama nyoka boy bulule ila nyoka boy bulule transport ni kabon telia kata sato me kata nyo juru jeto 5 kilometers bari litaro ibe machine litaro sanna ka ke machine ko okay cost $125 nyo me kata juru poti killing $10 so ni poti tanne tada e ka kemele yo ka fuila essence ma kata $225 daily o kamala fana ni tarde de besay la nan fana dindiwul jama be ñoo ka boy bulu siloka bari dindiwum bari eta man kesse a baake ni ñoo bonda etel krafo be ñoo ko la ñame jama ikani banko le ko wala tindi ni be mono minna ikaje banko ka tara kono ni be futo do mola ka tari banko ba ko no wole kara sabu no fanam bota jeto même ko be ni ku ya fonti wala mu o siman ka tarde ndel ka siman eto kulo kada hapas etle kam bari comme nin do moro tata aleta wala turo leta doron e kaje sa siman tabo fana akaletle ndel nyanda siman hapas eto kulo kada hapas et bari kaje siman ka leta kata 11 wala 11 mol ka siman akatare dindul jama bije isino tay nin kon kole ka sino o ketam bul kole akubati o dindul na sino to wanyama nin kon ko so manda na wulta fana instead of kada sa mo bada atabat no because anyanta kada school to ibaje la law kon ko to la ka wuli wanyama ko teke ayta school to wanyama so jannim break ibe dindul jara be mem fa hamula be kole ala baka because akon ko to le tata karam hunto sai se danjanga mamala bulay continue.
As a community that solely relies on grain production, such as coals, maize, and millet, this community is challenged with having access to proper milling services. Children go to sleep sometimes without having proper meals or dinners. Families traveling and paying. However, as a community, we've come together with a proposed solution of the procurement of a multi-purpose milling machine by creating employment for them. 596 community members, including women and children, will also benefit through having access to milling services. Food security will be improved. Post-harvest losses will also be reduced drastically. Distinguished guests, as a means of sustaining the project, we have formed a project committee which has been fully trained by CorpsAfrica Gambia, and this project committee will take ownership by fully training the 3 staffs that will work in the milling center. A monthly sustainability meetings will also be conducted by the project committee to give feedback to the community on the progress of the milling service and also get feedback from community members to promote transparency. A strong financial management plan is also put in place whereby a bank account will be opened. And in this account is where all the daily user fees collected from operations will be parked. A proper regular monitoring and evaluation will be conducted by the project committee's monitoring and evaluation officer, as well as CorpsAfrica Gambia monitoring and evaluation team. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, with your support again, this project will be implemented from June 26 to July 26. We have, of course, excluded May because we believe that we will already raise the funds from here. So we will start with the procurement, set up installation of the multi-purpose milling machine, followed by the training. Which from there we will do the project handing over and monitoring and evaluation, which started way long ago and will be a continuous process. By July 26, distinguished guests, the operation of the multi-purpose milling center in Mamadi Sise will start operation. Distinguished guests, our budget for this project is $210,500, out of which my community members contributed 25%, which amounted to $52,625 Gambian dollars. CorpsAfrica, not only serving as facilitators of community-led development, have also contributed $75,000, thereby leaving us with the funding gap of $82,875 Gambian dollars, which I believe, of course, is not small, but I know you people can raise this for us right here before we leave this hall. On that note, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to invite my counterpart to give a conclusion.
O kamala me mo be tentula be daniro kila enyi 82,000 mentuta koma se demaro soro nyawo nya amoli bulu mbe sulala la pour kana musol tankandi nyo jurole bulula anim fanan dindiwul fanana suto si mambalia fanan sidang ala baraka.
Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to say that as we are seated right here, the children and women of Mamadi Cisse are sitting right in front of the television, hoping and counting on you to eat and cook with comfort. On that note, we thank you very much.
Your community counterpart. These are the people that come from Mamadi Cisse all the way in Sandu. Malawi left his comfort zones in Jara to serve as a community volunteer in Sandu, hundreds of kilometers away from Banjul. And in that community, women struggle, children struggle because there is no milling machine. And in that community, they usually engage in cereal production. It is usually maize, it is usually cooked. But at the end of the day, processing this to finished product always become a challenge. They will have to walk kilometers to ensure that they have access to this milling machine. So Malawi had that engagement with the community. They said only thing that they need right now is to have a multi-purpose milling machine. CorpsAfrica is committed to give $75,000. The community is committed to support the project both in cash and in kind. And now we need a funding gap of just how much Malawi again? $82,700. So with your support, either in cash or in kind, you can remove a burden upon a community where women will have to tie their children at their back and walk long distance to have access to milling machine. If they cannot do that, thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Let's give him another round of applause. This is by far the most successful pitch day that we have. Not only do they have to walk long distances, but they would have to use their bare hand to pound.
And of course, we have our
Even $5, we will take it. Thank you very much, Walter, for the support that you give to the Gambian communities, both in education, both in social work, and all other walks of life. CorpsAfrica, the Gambia really appreciate your kind gesture. Also, in addition to the pledges that we receive here today, we have Mahmoud Sarr, who promised to give a customized football jersey to the people of Prince through Backspend to support football initiatives there through Backspend. Thank you very much, sir, and Backspend for that kind gesture. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullah. Maa ngi tudd Khadija Bari from Charity Action Network. Di rafetlu CorpsAfrica seen liggéey bi bu baax a baax. Di ne kontaan nañ ci. Nit nag su la laalee rek fi nga toog danga koy yëg ndax nag ñun suñu NGO bi still ñu ngi si inception level bi wante ñu ngi deal with xam nañ si yëfi ñàkk a lekka yombut ndax during Ramadan dañ dee def iftar distribution si certain communities waaye comme ni ngeen ko waxee du dee easy ñàkk a lekka dafa métti surtout si ndaw moo tax nag ñun kaan bëgg nañ participer si project bii nii incha allah bu baax a baax dinañ bëgg a am seen contact ak seen ñu xam yéenay ñan su ko defee ñu mun a contribuer bu baax a baax.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Charity Action Network, thank you very much. We appreciate that support. Omar will get in contact with you and then we will see how best we can collaborate with you to ensure that the people of Mamadi Cisse have a milling machine. Last year, the community of Fololo also struggled with the same thing.
We were able to secure a milling machine. Today, not only do we put smiles on the faces of women and children, but the milling machine also serves as a source of revenue for the community. As of the time that we visited the community for monitoring and evaluation, we realized that the VDC and the project committee there are able to raise tens of thousands of dollars through that milling machine. So it becomes. Thank you very much, Modlamin. Thank you very much, Mr. Kamara. You may take your seat. Thank you very much. Good. So now we are left with 3 pitches. We did 3. But video screening of the short documentary, testimony of Quinala, garden project. So Quina was among the 11 communities that we served during our first cohort, and then we were able to implement a garden project there through the support of the American Embassy. So now we are going to have a testimony of what is transpiring in that community. Thank you.
In 2024, CorpsAfrica Gambia facilitated the construction of a borehole and water reservoirs for the Quinella Women's Community Garden through the dedicated service of volunteer Fana Sise. This project was funded by the U.S. Embassy in partnership with CorpsAfrica and the community of Quinella. What was once an empty field with no reliable water source and limited economic opportunity, generating income to support their families. This is the story of transformation in Quinella, a story of resilience, partnership, and community-driven development. Through the voices of the women themselves, we invite you to witness firsthand what becomes possible through the CorpsAfrica model of volunteerism and community partnership. Now completed in 2025, this project stands as more than just a garden. It is projected to become a source of income and opportunity for the women of Quinella, supporting their families and helping ease financial burdens.
Yo biyo mbena garden lo kono jang. Quinella nyakunda. A project also tan command. Enkara ko Africa. Ulena tam ma koy bo holo to jam agade no soto la mi alan ko nga fes manji soto je ala ta ko la neje nga jio soto je ala nin ko Africa la pana no le do ko soto jam fana la na tam ma koy ala ngane sene akam na la sawaro kam na betanen na la fale ko be so ne bi alhamdulillah rabbil alamin nga jio soto jam ala ta ko la ko Africa yo kontano be na bake be tentula wala be jayi la bake kato ko time on tolka gadino ke suwol lokono man gadino soto no bina ranya kunda ja tol man gadin soto kaka suwol lokono be on le kan gadino tinya muka fen soto je bada alhamdulillah kabida ngani gadino soto ja ngat gio soto ja bo holo soto ja ala ni ko Africa la nyato ka ye ma ko gadino ay bo holo men bo holo nyen sa be muna fa wala ka wala ja sa nga jibondro ke janne su wularon ka kele so manda fana ka jibondroke alhamdulillah nga jabo ke janne nga menton le ke jang nga pata sel ke jang nga kanjol ke jang salatol bebe mbulu jang en sungaro men kana ten de fesa na mo nga be soto janne fone min nata santol bul banto ta sanna mo mina dimbal balundu kala le say nga do mo da start le fa ina ne nga commencer bare nga do mo start le gos kabrin to le ni gadno dio soto jandoro katal wala muso bebe parela muso bebe hamere mo dan bambe na muso bada hanu bambe na no alhamdulillah rabbil alamin kado mo soto no say ngo soto o mala te tols be hamere ngenna ngana karam dinu la karam mojo be hamere ngenna ngana sinkiro tamandi ngan kenyol ma ko be hamere o bela abebe soto min do nyangadi no to ja ka mo fana start yana pour ka mo sing na sidula fana be yana be sila dam ni o sidula pareta ani konton ma be kabila ja dol kontanta ko nyana ya kunna musul kontanta mbal tentu law kam mbal jeyla alla kata ko kendo kam ale ma ko nyim projet ko men to tay mbal tentu law kam mbal jeyla ba ndo kontane ren kontano mi ala ko dandula tala US embassy dana diamo kum fala ko nge fanan tentu nge jey kada ala ta ko le do ni ko afrika ye blobi nobul ko nyim projet ko soto no ja ko be tendula be jeyla ila kata ku kendo ka fu do ko karol musol be pare pour ka do ko ke aka fuare abay mbal tendula mbal jeyla baake ala baraka baake
assalamu alaikum mbal je kontonna dun tawol men nata kanan tol kanja nte tomu aminata kamaralti kuy nala nyakunda kontano wara tambulu baake yende ben jete nte gadino ke kuy nala 500 kon kilometer saban ka walta ni ngambulo bo kontongo kon abeka ja ni boro le kata kata ni manta ba dawta ba je ka bal mo siyat je bi kansi kilometer saban ka walta to manda ula ken ka taranta talan kili wakata na tata jun ando be mun toliye batale nata taraje na nyato ko nata mi tingo ko mandi ko ngade ma rolo so wolum naadi beja ali ma fala ngamra yul fo jabur kadu ko dalo de sele taw ko nata ala nata de man nata na ngadi no ko na jam bar na fa men be ngadi no ko na ja sembo war jabol be jam salato be jam fi ke jandi ndana do ko ke san ko no pana naye mitin jamale soko andu akayamar kuma jamale dinna oto saya nata na fa fanan sabana anata dum fa ko ten turo ni jeyro do ronne ben nati alama ala talla man so ya tanka ala ya la place nyim fanan ala ya la parkeji nyim poroje ko ay nafa baaki kato bibi lala salato be mbulu sawtu ngata bi ni nadi mbalo jabo la wato man si folo oto say ni gadi no ayente nafali nafame ya lon ko pawma dandula do folo this is CorpsAfrica this is CorpsAfrica this is CorpsAfrica this is CorpsAfrica no kondane mbagale abaraka bake.
Thank you very much, the M&E team and the communications team for that very good testimony video. So Queen Ale is one of our success stories here today. We also recognize the presence of the Institute for Science and Entrepreneur and Technology for their presence here, and also the Solution Estate and Charity Action Water. So in addition to the pledges that were made here, we also had a pledge from Mamadou Sabali, $20,000 was pledged by Mamadou Sabali for the Fantubu project. We also have 25,000 pledged by the Mayor of KMC for the Kantelkunda project. And then also, we have $10,000 pledged from Honorable Councillor, Mr. Tobaski CB, for the Kantelkunda project. Mr. CB, thank you very much. Thank you. Good. So now we move to the break. But before the break, we need to ginger ourselves up. It has been a morning of eating, clapping, and whatsoever. So now we have our reputable artist to give us, in Amitage we used to have a slogan there. But those of you that were not in Amitage cannot know that slogan, so we reserve it. Good. So Mr. Jizzle, we'll welcome you on stage. a performance of free from such an artist. Free performance. Free performance.
That's my favorite. Somebody say Scopy. You know. It's very, 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 very good to be here. It's a very great experience for me. I'm saying big shout outs to the team and everyone here right now. Keep supporting this initiative. This is a very good one. And I personally am in full support. DJ, let me do my work now. Are you guys ready to have fun right now? Make some noise right there. Everyone is for someone, yo, someone, yo. But I know say you belong to me, oh. You did a male appreciate you, my lady, oh. Ilakanola diakolio, my shorty, yeah. Yo, yakoitere, oh. Somebody say Scopy. Mr. DJ. I greet you all, I greet you all. Big shout out to my manager, she's in the house too. Make some noise for Awa. Thank you. So you're gonna help me sing it, you're gonna help me sing along, right? Everything in life is turn by turn. Brother man, relax and wait for you. Everything in life is done by God. One more time. Turn by turn.
Everything in life is done by turn.
What?
Brother man, relax and wait for your turn.
Everything in life is done by God. Hey, Diamosiata. Hey, Gelosiata. Ah, Mobile after Kame. Hey, Diamosiata. Hey. Mobile after Game. Listen. If you wish me well, I will wish you well. If you pray for me, I will pray for you. If you cause trouble, I will stay away. If you want to fight, DJ, thank you so much. It's all right. It's all right. I just want to say thank you so much for having me here tonight. This is so beautiful. Keep supporting it. Thank you.
Can we give another round of applause to Scopy? You know, for such an artist to come and perform for you free of charge, so speaks volume about him. So let's give him a last round of applause. Thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate your support. We appreciate the support of all other artists that have been with us on this journey since last year. And also, we'll do a very great disservice if you do not recognize the incredible support of SS Media for covering this entire process free of charge. They are live on Facebook and on YouTube, and they offered us a free service to cover the entire pit day. And then immediately after this session, we are going to sign an MOU with them. Thank you very much, SS Media, the executive director, and any other individual that was involved in this partnership. And Expression too, we thank you very much for your support in providing the designs and other materials for the pit day free of service. Thank you. So from there, we now have a break before we move into the next speech.
I think it's break. It's not break. I think it was break.
It's over. We are about to start. It was just for us to give 10 minutes or 15 minutes to people to freshen up. So let's get our seats. We are about to continue. Community counterparts and volunteers, let's take our seat. Development partners, let's take our seat so that we can continue with our last three pitches.
That's the place I enjoy. I'm comfortable.
Let's take our seats. Volunteers and community counterparts, please. Let's take our seats. At development partners, we are going to continue with the pitching. Can we get our seats, please? We are about to call the next presenter on stage. Let's take our seats, community counterparts, development partners, and volunteers. So the next presenter on stage is going to be Diana Rashida. Let's give a
Diana is the next presenter on stage. All the way from Ghana, Diana serves in Kerjibel in CRR. Let's welcome Diana on stage with her community counterpart. Let's welcome Diana on stage with her community counterpart. From Kerjibel, you are needed in the hall. Mr. Sise from Kerjibel. Good. Is that we said? Yeah, let's give a few minutes to the counterpart to be on stage.
What is his name? Yeah. Huh?
Assalamu alaikum. Uncle Pate Sise Kerjibel. Uncle Pate Sise Kerjibel. Fomunti Neka. Diana Mugenyo Kumase. Thank you.
No, I forgot. And the guy is not actually. Like he went out. I'm just trying to
Just imagine waking up every day with the strength to work and the willingness to support your families, but having no opportunities available to do so. Unfortunately, this is the harsh reality of Kyojiba women during the dry season. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dinah Rashida Rashid, an exchange volunteer from Ghana, currently serving in Kyojibo in the Central River region. I'm a culture and tourism graduate from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Ghana, and I'm passionate about cultural exchange. And serving in Kyojibo has given me the opportunity to impact lives and learn. And with me is my counterpart.
Assalamualaikum, maa ngi tudd Fatou Cissé. maa ngi tudd Fatou Cissé dëkk Kër Jiwel maa taxoon fii jigéeni Kër Jiwel yi di ñaan ndimbal seen ñu nekk fii nii suñu projet boo liggéey bi pour nga mën ñu dimbale mu sotti.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the Kyojibo Community Women's All-Season Garden Project establishment. Kyojibo is located in Nyanija District, in the northern part of the Central River region, with a total population of 600 locals. The economic activities in Kyojibo are mostly farming and livestock rearing, and the language predominantly spoken in Kyojibo is Wolof. On this note, Nengadef, Yanangsi Jam. The main problem in Kyojibo is a lack of a community garden, leading to inadequate economic opportunities among women, most especially during the dry season. I'll allow my counterpart to say more on this. Instead of, as my counterpart rightly said, ladies and gentlemen, just take a look at this picture. Just take a look at this picture. I took this picture during the dry season in my community. This is a picture of women willing to work. They went to the bush, looked for wood, came to start their garden. But immediately they started, they realized they had no enough materials to complete this garden. So we had to leave it hanging like this. So instead of solving this issue temporarily, we decided to solve it using sustainable solutions by constructing an all-season garden, which is going to be equipped with one, a solar-powered water system, a 5,000-liter tank, a secure fencing, and also a double gate. The beneficiaries of this project are going to be 50 women in Kyojibo. These 50 women are going to be the direct beneficiaries of this project. And these women will be, each woman will be allocated a total number of beds to work on, which is going to help the person make an income for herself and her family. Our indirect beneficiaries are going to be 550 community members. And this is going to help increase household income and improve a women-led economy. Women working in this project are going to be able to make an income for themselves, their immediate families, and also support Kyojibo in matters affecting them. In order to maintain this garden and make sure that it's very sustainable, we make sure we form a project committee. And this project committee is going to be in charge of the day-to-day activities of the project. They are going to make sure that everything happening in this project is successful. Our second sustainability plan is record keeping. We are going to make sure that we get a logbook, which everything going in and out of the garden will be recorded. This includes the seeds, the seedlings, and the harvest in Kyojibo garden. The third one is a skills training. We've been able to partner with an agricultural extension officer in Nyanija district. This officer is coming to teach my community women engaged in this garden every 3 months. And in so doing, he is going to teach them the modern agricultural technology so that these women will be able to not only start this garden, but make sure that the garden is sustainable. The last is going to be maintenance and expansion. We are going to create a bank account, and in this bank account, 30% of the revenue made will be saved in this bank account so that in future, if you want to expand this project, it will be possible. Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, this is our timeline. We have from June to October. With June, we have procurement of materials, garden construction and fencing in July, solar and water installation in August, monitoring and evaluation and closure, and then we have project completion. This monitoring and evaluation is not just going to be in September. We're going to make sure that it's a continuous process, because before we started this project, we made sure we invited an agric extension officer who was able to take the demarcation of this land. So in order to make sure that it's sustainable, we are going to invite him over, and also with the M&E team from CorpsAfrica, we are going to make sure that this project is sustained. Ladies and gentlemen, our project, our project budget, ladies and gentlemen, $18,350, which is why we are here, to please plead with you to come to our aid in order to make sure that women of Kweojibel smile.
kër ji su amee lii da nga gis daa am lu ñu lekk daañu am lu ñu jaay yokk seen am-am bi ndax loolu am na solo trop ndax am-amam boobu mooy tax ñu dimbali seen xale yi pour ñu mën a jàng school ëllëg mën a def si li ñoo lekk mu nekk lekk gu baax ndax lekk gu baax mooy tax nga am liggéeyam te xale ba am liggéeyam rek na mën a jàng kon maa ngi leen ñaan ñi ñuy toog fii nii ku nekk mu te andi tuuteem ñu boolante ko ndax projet bi mën a soog siit jërë ngeen jëf.
Ladies and gentlemen, the women of Kweojibel have the vision and their hands are ready to work. They need your funding to make their dreams into a reality, ladies and gentlemen. You have the power to give them a new reality today. This is not just an initiative of growing vegetables. This is an initiative of growing income and hope for the women in my community, Kweojibel. Together, ladies and gentlemen, we can make this possible. Jerry Jeff.
Thank you very much, Diana. Diana, what is in fact your Fana name? What is your Fana name? What is your Gambian name? Kanisala, okay. Good. So Diana came all the way from Ghana to serve as an exchange volunteer in Gambia in a small Wolof community called Kweojibel, Nyani Ja district in CRR. In that community, women faced a very harsh reality when it comes to inefficient economic empowerment. They only rely on seasonal rainfall, and lately we realized that in Gambia, the rainfall pattern is very, very erratic. Sometimes they have good harvest, but most of the time they have a very, very small return. So in the dry season, they absolutely have no source of economic empowerment. So through her dialogue with the women, they said now they also want to have a women community garden, similar to other communities. The community is committed to contribute both in cash and in kind. CorpsAfrica is committed to give $75,000 as a support. Now they have a funding gap of how much again?
$418,350.
So we now rely on you to support and enable the community of Kweojibel, especially the women, have access to a community garden. Thank you. If you have any questions for them, if you have any pledges for them, if we have any... Oh. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your support. Thank you very much. CorpsAfrica is greatly indebted to you today. We'll go with your name, and we'll go with your name. And in fact, we'll have a placard for you today. Thank you very much. In the absence of any other, okay, we have the We have the chief of Jokadu. Who already pledged $10,000 for a community project and give it in cash. So let's see what he is going to do. Maybe not this time 100,000.
Good afternoon. I'm very much impressed with her presentation, and we wish we could do the whole thing, but for now we are pledging an amount of 10,000 towards this project. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief. Thank you very much, Chief. Thank you very much. $10,000 is a great amount. From Mama Africa Foundation.
Good afternoon, everyone.